The Wolves of Naptown podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The opinions expressed here are not intended as factual information, and it's essential to do your own research. We respect cultural differences, personal choices, and beliefs, and although we do not intentionally try to offend, we understand that it's very possible we may do so. Remember, we are not revealing anything about ourselves. Our goal is to entertain. Please listen with caution and enjoy the show.
All right, let's get to it.
I like the intro music.
We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
You are now listening to the Wolves of Naptown podcast with your hosts, Madam Boss Lady and Starship West.
All right. You know what time it is. It's time for another episode of the Wolves of Naptown podcast. Let's go ahead and let's clap it up for us. All right. And you know how we do it. You know, we are the show that we will talk about any and everything that could be happening locally, statewide, countrywide, worldwide, in fucking space.
Double
Just
wide.
anything. Double wide. In Narnia, up in this, but wherever the fuck we gotta go to.
Hey, man.
We'll talk about wherever we want to talk about, right? Whatever we want to talk about, we always going to put ourselves in those shoes. We're going to go ahead and tell you how we would handle the situation that arises. Now, we could give you something that's very introspective, something that's just going to be groundbreaking and change your life. Or we could just get fucking petty. We can just get fucking petty.
Just get petty.
That's just what it is. Let's go ahead. We're going to clap it up one more time as we get started with the show. We're going to go ahead, man, and fade this out here. I'm going to go ahead and fade this out. There we go. All right. So before we get started, I want to go ahead and get the introductions out of the way. The first thing I want to do, because it's ladies first always, I want to kick it over to the boss lady. Let me go ahead and clap it up for you. Go ahead and clap it up for you. All right, boss lady. How are you doing today?
What's shaking bacon?
Shaking bacon. All right. We're going to go ahead and move on. All right. And I am
The one and only.
King Petty himself, Starship West. Go ahead and clap it up for me.
Always.
I'm here in the building. All right. Now you see it. We got another guest here, man. Another great from the city of Indianapolis, right? From the east side. He said, make sure that we know we are from the east side representing, right? Right, here you go. We have an inventor here. He's about to go ahead and tell you about his new invention very soon here, right here on the Wolves of Naptown. Again, from the east side, we have Daniel Stewart in the building.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
There you go. Daniel Stewart in the building.
Thank you for having me tonight. Thank you.
No doubt, man. Thank you for being on the show. All right, brother, man. Let's go ahead. Let's get right into it, man. So, we talked a little bit about it in the intro, but go ahead, man, for our listeners of the Wolves of Naptown, go ahead, tell us a little bit about yourself, Daniel, so we can get started with the show.
So, I'm Daniel Stewart. I'm 31 years old. I have no kids. And I got it going on. I said it.
Okay,
Tinder.
There you go. No kids. Hey, that means no drama.
None at all.
Okay.
We'll fix
Relationship,
real quick.
All right, brother, man. Now, you know what I'm saying, you reached out to us, you know what I'm saying. We wanted to go ahead, and I tried to go ahead and get on, the social media site, man. Who is this person, man? Who is Big Dino, right?
So, Big Dino is for entertainment purposes only.
Enough said. That was a handle, right? That was a handle. So we tried to pump it out there, man. But Daniel, but for real. It's one of the first things that, I saw, and with this truck out here, I wish we had the camera, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I see that you're making money, you know what I'm saying? You got the truck driving thing going on, man. How long have you been doing that?
So, before I got into truck driving, I used to drive the school bus here locally.
All right.
The people that know me, and I'll just leave it alone at that.
Yeah, make sure them kids act right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you ain't messing up on this bus, right?
Here's the crazy part. Before I used to drive the school bus, I I used to drive a handicap bus for older folks. That's how I got into it.
Okay.
I remember a gentleman by the name of Mr. Slash. I didn't know he was a truck driver in my neighborhood, but he had a bunch of kids. And they every time we would get around them, they always had new stuff on. So I always thought he was selling drugs. I ain't gonna lie. I did. I always thought he was selling drugs because he was never like, he would always be around, but he would always never be around, if that makes sense. Yeah. But them kids, when it came to them kids was always taken care of. So it was just like, man, I always wanted to know what he did. And I never forget one day he pulled up in a semi truck, and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, man, if he got like 5, 6 kids, you know what I'm saying, and all of them straight, I know for a fact there's some money in that. I know it is.
I wish I had it in me to drive trucks like that, man.
It gets scary. No. Let me say this.
I wish I had it in me.
Driving trucks is not for everybody. I'm going to say that. I've seen, since I've been driving a truck, I've seen 3 people be killed. I've witnessed things that normal people shouldn't see driving trucks. So if it's something to make money, I put it like that. I'm gonna just keep it plain and simple. Wow. And outside of making money and traveling, that's it. And you can do those 2 things in any other profession. This is one of the most dangerous ones. So,
yeah, I mean, aside from, you know what I'm saying, the dangers of dealing with people, I mean, just, you know, hauling that big, you know, multi-ton truck, you know what I'm saying, around, you know, the scary, you know, thing of thinking of how that thing would flip, you know what I mean, and seeing that stuff on the news and stuff.
That is one of probably the scariest things because I go all over. I haven't been to the West Coast yet, but I've been on the East Coast and down south a little bit, and I can honestly say it's different in different places. The way people drive is different. The way people act on the road is different. I just literally just got done bringing a load from Monticello, Illinois, right before I got here. So I had to drive from where did I come from? Nashville, Tennessee, and sometimes I get tired. Sometimes I don't want to drive. Like, I put it to you like this: last night I could have got here at 2:00 in the morning, and I could have. Once I dropped the load at 12, I could have got here at 2. But I said to myself, "Nah, you can wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait because you need to rest. You truly need to rest. It ain't about what you got going on in the city. Take your time and rest, because if you don't rest, we seeing the effects of not resting on TV."
Man, because the last thing you want to do is pass out while you on the road with all of that ton of machinery and stuff, and whoever else is on the road with you, you know what I'm saying? You're putting your life in danger. You're putting everybody else's lives in danger. That's why I do want to clap it up, man, for all truck drivers out there. Because it's a profession that is needed. You know what I'm saying? There's stuff that you can't put on a plane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to haul that shit. You know what I mean? And like you were saying before the show started, you know, it can be lonely depending on especially how far you got to travel. You know what I mean? When you do your thing, man, do you find that you have situations where you may have to sleep in your truck? You know what I mean?
Sleeping in the truck is mandatory. Let me say this. Your truck becomes your mini apartment. Truly. Now, I was raised with Big Mama. Big Mama didn't play that messiness. Yeah. So I even got a broom down to the Lysol and wipes. Like straight up, like I didn't live in filth growing up, and we not gonna do it now.
I know that's right.
So the bad thing about it is sometimes you have to make accommodations depending on the person. So say if somebody wants to come along, so one of the things I had to accommodate, I got a portable toilet, like a real portable toilet, like a real portable toilet. Like,
I can't even imagine that, like a portable toilet.
A real portable toilet, like for real. Because one of the things I told my mother, and one of the things a couple of women that kept saying, Daniel, I don't like using restrooms at rest stops because some of it can get nasty, like it can. So,
but the portable toilet, you don't have no issues with the portable. I don't know, boss. How do you feel about that?
I ain't came across one yet. I swear. If I'm lying them down, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you when I get done.
I get the privacy of it. I get the privacy of it, and I get not having to go to a rest stop.
I don't get who gonna clean it.
It ain't even that deep in it. I'm thinking too deep in it. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. Listen, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is.
All right, yeah.
It's a black box, right? You stick this little thing in there to make it look like an actual toilet. It got a seat, and it got trash bags, and it even come with poo gel. You feel me? You do your little thing. You feel me? You bag it up. You feel me? And you throw it in the trash. That simple.
Man, I've learned something. So it's almost like, you're treating your girlfriend like damn near like a dog or something like that.
Damn near.
Go ahead, shit in this bag. You know what I'm saying? Well, you gotta make them go ahead and throw it out. It's like, hey man, we did all this stuff. Go ahead and throw this shit out. You don't want to stop at a truck stop, but you gotta be shitting in boxes and stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? In the truck.
You might want to replace her.
Hey man.
Right. She know what time it is. She doing all that, man. She know what time it is.
I tell you this.
She
if
know
you
what
can
time.
do that, I make sure you eat every day. Make sure you shower every day, and you gonna sleep comfortable. Matter of fact, forget comfortable. You gonna sleep great because the air cut on and the heat kick on, so we good.
There you go, man. Shoot, they'll be all right, boy. She know what the money's being made
Man,
right
come
here.
on, man.
She understand.
Come on, man.
She understand. They ain't gonna be that. She didn't say like, "Hey, I'm not fucking with you no more." She just like, I just didn't want to shit.
I give you a cry. This how I put it. I give them a pro and a con. Imagine you being here 7 days a week, just seeing the same old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The pro is you can go travel with me, see 7 days a week of 7 different things.
Boom, there it is. There it is.
And eat good, eat different every day too.
And that's what people don't understand, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because, I've had some friends that have been truck drivers, and they make good money. And, a lot of times they'll be gone, you'll see them and then they're gone for like 3 weeks or something like that, and the ones that are really, really into it, they love it. They love it. They love the traveling. They love being able to go to different places and stuff, and the freedom and flexibility it gives them.
So I can be gone as long as I want, but I have this thing situated where I'm gone 3 weeks to a month, and I come back home either 3 days to a week.
Okay. So are you able to control your schedule like that? Okay. So are you like a contractor or?
Something like that.
Okay. All right. So he was like, say less.
Yeah,
I will.
like
All right. Now, it just fam. I don't mean to, keep talking about the truck driving
it's
all the
all
time.
good. So I put
it's
it like
fascinating
this.
to me.
Some companies have these things called lease purchase. And the one thing I tell people all the time, please don't get in the lease purchase unless you understand trucking. My grandmother always told me as a kid, Daniel, don't put yourself in debt if you don't have to.
There you go. That sound reasonable right there.
For real, but here's one thing you people will have to understand the pros and the cons from being a company driver and a lease purchase driver. A company driver, they pay for everything. I don't care what happens, they pay for it all. Being a lease purchase, if I was to break down right now, I'm paying for that. If I needed a tow truck, I gotta pay for that. When I do gas, I gotta pay for that. Don't get me wrong. The flip side of it, my money goes into an escrow and it grows from that. So if I have anything, whatever I need I can just take it out and pay for it.
All right.
Now, imagine if I ain't had no money.
Man, up Shit's Creek, man. It's a truck breaks down, man.
Yes,
now
sir.
You got no money, you can't make no money.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness.
So I had to understand the game of trucking, because one of the things I didn't want to do was put myself out there and get into debt and then just have this hanging over my head.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I'm glad that you got everything in a row. And I want people to really just listen to that, because sometimes, man, we go out and do business ventures and we don't really think about what could happen.
So my mother used to tell me as a child, Daniel, you're going to fail at some things. You have to understand that. I was raised by a woman that had black kids and that didn't play. And she taught us as a kid, you're going to fail at some things. and it's gonna be okay. You have to learn from that failure.
Yeah, get back up and get back to it. Yeah.
I failed at a million things before I ever got it right. I didn't get a high school diploma until I was in my 20s. You see what I'm saying?
Sometimes there are setbacks, but
you see what I'm saying?
Keep going though.
So when one of the things that helped me keep going was my grandmother sat me down and she said, Daniel, if you can be in the streets and do this type of stuff in the streets, you can go run businesses, honey. She said, there's no way you can't. I've seen you make money. I've seen you do these things. Hell, you buy cars and you're a teenager. So if you can do that, you can run businesses. She said, the thing is, you got to figure out your niche in the business world.
And there it is too.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to figure out, man, what you are good at, what you can provide, you know what I'm saying? That way you can go ahead and succeed.
Selling drugs, let me say this. I'm looking at both cameras. It doesn't pay.
It truly doesn't.
It doesn't. I don't care who you want to talk to, who you think can convince you. It only pays for so long. It's only two places selling drugs get you: death and in jail.
There it is.
Two.
Man, that's facts. And that's facts right there.
I've seen my friends go through both. Most of my male friends go through either one of those two places. Either it was because they decided to sell the drugs, or they decided to die doing something that they didn't have no business doing. So it's only two places that comes from. Yes, you're going to make fast money. Yes, you're going to get the girls. Yes, you're going to have the money to do what you want to do. But like my grandmother told me one day, she said, Daniel, when the people come get you and you have nothing to show for this, they're going to take it all. And you're going to go to jail. Plain and simple. And see, the feds do things a little bit different. Even the state does a little bit different. 9 times out of 10, what you think the feds don't know, they already know.
Yeah.
Give you a little backstory. I'm dealing with some guys. I was raised as a kid, if you're dealing with people in the streets, you don't take pictures with them. You don't. And there's a reason behind that. Because when the police do this, in that picture,
yeah,
all y'all in that one picture, and he done pointed out, big man got a gun. His name Tommy. Lil C got the chopper, but they all in the picture though, because they think it's cool.
And then your dumb ass in the picture too, and they be like, "Oh, you must be a part of that."
See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I was raised to not even take pictures with people, the people that I've been in the streets with. So because I never took pictures with these people, I'm thinking in my head that, I'm scot-free. Matter of fact, here's how player I'm thinking I have it. Not only am I not taking pictures with these people, I'm switching the days up that I'm going to go see these people. We ain't even going to go see them on the same day. Not even on the same week. Let me tell you how the feds work. I love my mother to death. My mother is one of the realest people I've ever came across in my life, but she said she had to be real with us. There's no Santa coming down the tree. It's me.
I got that message early.
It's me. So, with that being said, let me tell you how real my mother got it. And I love God, because if God didn't touch my mother and he didn't have my grandmother, he would have never touched me. So, I'm going to go see these people. I'm switching the days up. I'm doing all this. I'm doing all that. One day my mother comes in the house and she said, Daniel, who you been to go see? I'm like, what you talking about? She like, I got a friend that works for the FBI, and he's called me and told me that you've been to somebody's house different days, different times to go get a white trash bag. And not only are you getting the white trash bag, you're not even bringing it in the trash, you're bringing it back home. And not only are you bringing it back home, you taking the trash bag upstairs and you're not bringing the trash bag downstairs until the next day.
Damn. Watching like that. That's crazy.
So what do you have going on? I said, well, nothing. Let me tell you how the feds work. My mother gets on the phone and calls this number. This man, I'm not going to say his name, but this man answers the phone and he says, Pat, put him on the phone. I get on the phone. I'm thinking I'm GQ. I'm thinking I got it. He says, Daniel, go outside for me real quick. I can guarantee you, I can tell you what you got on, and I'm not nowhere around you at all. I'm like, yeah, right. I go outside. He say, go down to the end of the driveway and just stand there for about 2 seconds. I go down to the end of the driveway. He says, young man, you got on a pair of blue basketball shorts and a white shirt and some flip-flops. I'm in Washington, D.C. I had that on.
Damn. That's crazy.
I had that on.
So from Washington, D.C., all you had to do is go down to the end of your driveway, and he could tell exactly what you had on.
Well, here's what people don't understand. Sometimes when you're doing stuff in people's neighborhoods, even in your own neighborhood that other people don't like, they call fake light companies and they start putting cameras in your neighborhood. But of course, we live in Indianapolis, so of course the IPL is still gonna come, but it's not gonna be the real IPL. It's gonna say IPL on the side of it. It's gonna have everything that looks just like IPL, but it's not gonna be the people. It's gonna be one or two of them.
All right. So really, you got to make sure that you ain't on that bullshit.
Thank you.
You ain't on that bullshit. Stay on the straight, man. Get it, get it how the rest of the, human society gets it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to sell drugs and poison, to the people. There you go. There you go. Man, I like that, man. That was powerful. That's powerful. I'm going to go ahead and clap it up for that, man. Because I think people need to hear that message. People need to hear that message. Now, what I want to do is go ahead and tie in kind of the trucking.
Okay.
You have some clothing, some merch here
Yes.
that you want to talk about. Go ahead and talk about that, sir.
So, going through life, I've done things that I shouldn't have done. I've poisoned my community. Just, I've took losses. I've took W's. I've took whatever you want to take. I came up with I came up with a clothing line called Trapper or Trucker. I'm upset I don't have no merch here today, but I don't. I'm upset
I got it. There we go.
I'm upset I don't have no merch today.
It's all good, man. It's all
here's
good.
Here's what you can do. I do have an Instagram. My Instagram name is BigDino_317. If you go on my Instagram handle, I do have merch on the handle. On the Instagram, I have women's clothes, kids' clothes, men's, all the way down to the dog. You feel me? So I do have a lot of merch on my Instagram. If you want to go to my Instagram and check that out. It's again BigDino_317 at Instagram.
Now, what was the inspiration behind you coming up with this clothing line?
I've been through trials and tribulations. Like I said, before I ever took a win, I took a loss. And you gotta understand, if you in the streets, you gonna take a loss. That ain't nobody won all the way. Did Scarface win at the end of the movie?
No.
Okay.
Sure didn't.
Okay. So you gonna take losses. You gonna go through trials and tribulations. But here's what I had to understand as a young man: if I don't learn from them trials and tribulations, I'm gonna end up in two places, and I've already spoken those two places.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it. So based off of that kind of inspired you to kind of come out with this, you know what I'm saying, for people to enjoy. Now, when they go ahead and they see this, like, what type of clothes are we talking about?
I have baby onesies. What you mean?
So is it going to be kind of like, are we talking about, like, how do I want to say this? Kind of like graphic print shirts, kind of like how we got right here.
Matter of fact,
you know what I'm saying? Are we talking about?
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna put something on the camera. Oh, I forgot. Shout out my cousin Tyra. I forgot about that one. Shout out my cousin Tyra. Tyra, I love you so much, and I thank you.
There we go. And also, are they able to get it just through Instagram, or is there any place else?
No, we're working on the website as we speak.
Okay.
We're working on the website and all that good stuff. So this is what we got.
There we go.
Let me make sure I put that at the camera.
Actually, kind of bring it closer to yourself. We'll zoom in on it. You go ahead and show the camera. Kind of like that. There you go. That's the logo. That's what's going to be on most of the clothes right there.
Yes.
Trucker. Okay.
Okay.
I got you.
So with that, I had a different design for it at first. And speaking on Tyra, like I said, sweetie, I love you to death. My cousin been seeing me working on this other logo for like maybe about 2-3 months. One day my cousin hit me up on Instagram and say, "Cuz, I see you've been working on something and I want to help." And I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why she want to help me? Like, even though it's my family, you got to understand, we all family, but sometimes, you know. So I say, you know what? I'm going to just go with my instinct. Let her help. She sends me this logo, the logo that I just showed everybody. And she says, "Cuz, I want this for you. I came up with it for you for the clothing line. And I'm willing to break my pockets deep just to give her some money for it." My little cousin says, "I don't want no money for it. You can have it." We family.
Family.
There you go, man. Clap it up for family, man. 'Cause you don't always get that. You don't always get that.
I was getting ready to break her something so handsome, but she said we family. And like I told her, because of that, I'm gonna bring you in the company so that way you can run and you can help out too, because you helped me with this. You feel me? You seen something that I had going on, and not one time did you ask. You just came through and you just delivered. So I gotta put you a part of that.
That's good. I mean, a lot of people, we should be doing more of that. Now, I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, going to business with family, because sometimes it doesn't always work.
It don't.
It don't always work. Let's get that out there right now.
It don't.
But a scenario like that, this is more or less like, okay, you know, we blow up, you're coming with me. You know, and that's essentially what you're saying, right?
Yes, sir.
I like that, man. Let's go ahead. Let's clap it up for there. What's the name of it again?
A Trapper or Trucker Clothing.
Trapper or Trucker Clothing. Go ahead and check it out. It's going to be at BigDino_317 on IG.
Yes, sir.
There we go. I got it. Yeah, I got
Yes,
one.
sir.
Got one of them.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Plain and simple, man. I'm plain and simple, man.
There you go.
Like
There you
plain
go.
Jane, man.
Go ahead. And you know, this is what we want to do. Go out and support.
Because why wouldn't you? Come on now.
Please.
Now, I want to go ahead and get to this because I just found you said that you were an inventor, that you invented something.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know what it was until you came in there.
Yes,
now,
sir.
I'm a dog lover.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Bob saying you're a dog lover.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You're a dog lover. All right, man. So I'm excited about this.
Okay.
I want to go ahead and let you run with it, man. Tell the people, man, what you got.
Okay, man. I have an invention, a dog cage that you can open and close from your phone. It's going to be through an app, and the app is called Claws in Cages. I've been working on this thing for probably about the last 5 years of my life. I'll get more in depth to it. When I first came up with this little thing, I called an invention company. And the invention, I told them about it, whatever the case may be. And they said, "Young man, if you have something that we think worth deemable to work with, we'll give you a call back within a week." They called back the next day.
Okay.
Called back the next day.
Okay.
But with that being said, because I'm young-minded, I'm doing things. I'm not putting the money where the money needs to be put at. I remember, shout out Ed, my business partner Ed. One day he sat me down and he said, "Daniel, you have something that nobody on this earth has. Nobody.
What you gonna do with it though?
Young man, if you keep playing, you gonna let it pass you up and somebody else is gonna have it." He said, "You only got two options. You either put the money where it needs to go or you leave it alone. That's it. We can't keep playing with this." So when somebody sets me down and puts something like that, it's like, well, let's get it going. Let's get it cracking.
So what stage is it in right now?
I'm in stage 3. I have two types. So the first type is just the regular prototype. The second type, we're thinking about, I should say this, we're thinking about coming up with dog doors that can do the same thing. Instead, if you don't want the dog cage, you just buy the dog door. Now, see, the good thing about this thing, we have it priced. It's kind of pricey. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even want to tell people the price. I don't.
Well, you don't have to.
I don't, but I am. No, I am. So the dog cages start at $5,000. But we have a payment plan situation. It's $299 a month. either you pay you pay it every month, or you pay it full out, right? Full right out.
Right.
If you don't choose to do that, you can pay the payment plan. But see, here's the thing. You know how sometimes we fall behind on bills and all that good stuff. If you can make a different payment arrangement, you can, because I understand. I fell behind on bills before in life. Things have always, you know what I'm saying? It ain't always been peaches and cream. So I definitely understand the people. But here's what I won't understand. Playing around or get that dog cage cut off. Now.
So let me talk. Hold up. So let me talk to you about that, right?
Yes, sir.
So scenario, you get to the payment plan. You're gonna go ahead and give them the dog cage, right? You know what I'm saying? And then for some reason something happens, they can't make the payments. Now what happens? I mean, y'all come in to get the cage back.
So my grandmother once told me a long time ago, baby, communication will go far in life.
Yeah.
Communication will go far in life. Now, if y'all choose not to communicate, that's on y'all. So whatever gets took, gets took.
Okay. So they are going to come. Eventually, somebody's going to come and repo that cage.
Just like the rent center man. You know, just like the rent center man. You don't pay the rent center man. What the rent center man do? Rent center man be sitting right outside your house, just waiting on you to come outside.
Yeah.
And see, I ain't coming with a bunch of goons or nothing like that. I'm just ask for my property back through whoever comes. If I can't get my property back and you choose to keep it, it just won't work until you pay it.
And so how it works though is that it's going to be an app that's on your phone, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. And so it's going to be able to unlock the cage and allow the dog just to come out.
So if you have, most Americans have Wi-Fi, I'm guessing.
Right.
If you have Wi-Fi, you can hook it up through Wi-Fi, through Bluetooth. And you'll be able to do that through the app, because the app will already be installed and have all that in it. So all you have to do is get on the app, choose the either the dog door or the dog cage, you know, and it'll either open and close and do all that for you.
That's what's up.
But like I said, if you don't pay, we coming to get it.
Who's your customer?
Right now, so here's the funny thing. 4 years ago, a Chinese company came to my business partner and asked my business partner would we sell it for $1 million.
Like just the rights, the business, and all that stuff. Would you sell for $1 million?
Before I even started to get anything started, just rough draft, everything. I was happy. I said, yeah, let's do it. This is exactly what he said. He said, Daniel, you don't understand business right now. He said, but as long as I'm around you, I'll help you understand business as you get older. He said, here's what they're going to do. They're going to take your invention, take your everything, and they're going to give you $1 million. Now, here's what you don't understand, young man. $1 million when you get it back won't be $1 million. Through taxes, fees, even you paying me, it won't be $1 million. Now, you roughly have about 400,000, at the max. Now, look at this. You got 500,000. You got to live on that for the rest of your life. These people then came over here, took your stuff, and then made billions off your stuff.
I mean, I believe, because if they're going to offer you $1 million for just, you know what I'm saying, bare minimum stage one, you know what I'm saying, just ideas and rough drafts, they probably already feel like, okay, we see the path to make however much money that we can make off of this. Let's just go ahead and get this. You know, he'll be happy with $1 million. Just like you said, $1 million doesn't go as far as you think it goes.
But see, when you're young and you don't understand life as much as you should.
I see it. Claws and cages. Yep.
Yeah. So when you're young and you don't understand life and you've been in the streets and you've seen money, but you've never seen money on that aspect, you might jump at that. You might. I'm not going to lie to you, because it's like, dang, that dude changed my life. That dude put some situations in better positions. It does all that. But here's what I had to realize. My mother, I remember I told my mother this. And my mother said, Daniel, I've spent $1 million on you and your brother between age 1 and age 18. You'll be fine.
So,
go ahead.
Who's your customer?
So right now I don't have any customers, and
no. I mean, who's your target?
So like who, when you this invention, like who is it for? Who's the
everybody, anybody really. Here's the thing. I never really, when I was coming up with it, I was just coming up with it. But once I started understanding that people, like, I would go around and speak on it and stuff like that, and people tell me they would buy it, it's just like, I could have took orders for it a long time ago in the beginning stages, it's just from people. But I chose not to because I said to myself, I don't want to start taking people's money and not have something to produce for the people. I don't. My intended target is just anybody with a dog, really. Anybody with a dog, a cat, anything like that. Because one of the things I had to understand is, Daniel, just like they put dogs in cages, they put cats in cages, don't they?
Yeah, sometimes they do. Yeah. Sometimes they do.
So it's for anybody. I don't really have a specific people for. But if you have a dog and this is what you want, or if you want the dog door and this is what you want, and because this will be a lot easier for you on a daily basis, get it.
I guess what I can see, you know what I'm saying, is, or would it be a good use for this, is like maybe for some reason you have to leave the house, you know what I'm saying, and your dog is just right there. You know what I mean? You know, and maybe
I put it like this. I remember when I had a bully named Kilo. And I used to be gone away from the home. And one day I came home and I knew I was gone for a little bit longer. But people used to say, a dog can hold it, a dog can hold it. Well, how long do you think a dog's supposed to hold it before he eventually used the bathroom?
Yeah. That's true. So with this, you can pretty much okay, I've been gone too long.
Yeah.
My dog needs to go out. I can go ahead from the phone. All right. Unlock the cage. And now just depending on where the cage is at, you know, they can leave the cage and go do what they need to do.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right.
Call me stupid, but I'm still trying to figure out who's the customer. And let me tell you what I mean. So for me, I have a German Shepherd and I got a Rottweiler. So they pretty much outside dogs. And if we gonna do the doggy door, they can come in when I'm not there. So I get it. If I pay $50 a day for somebody to babysit my dogs while I'm gone on vacation, that's 2 weeks, $50 a day. That's still under $5,000. And when if I'm working long hours or whatnot, you know, I could see the value. But that's still, I'm trying to see where the value.
The doggy door.
How could I be the customer? Okay. I want to support, but I'm trying to figure out, how does this benefit me? I just wouldn't pay $5,000. I mean, sure, this is just because it's a preliminary thing, but who's your customer means realistically, who's going to pay for this? So
that $5,000 was just a start out. One of the things my business partner told me, he said, you start high and then you go low. So yes, it's at $5,000 right now, but the dog door is a lot cheaper than the dog cage. So the dog door is only gonna cost you $2,000.
I still don't understand. You can buy a whole front. That's how much the door costs.
You can.
But I'm asking, like, so I'm trying to be a customer, and I'm trying to figure out how I could be a customer.
So say for instance, you gone for a long period of time and you can't get home because of traffic.
Then I'm calling my neighbor.
And what if your neighbor can't show up?
9 times out of 10, my neighbor's gonna show up.
And what if
because they go home? Okay, but if they can't, I'm not spending $5,000 to let my dog out. I'll just clean up the shit when I get home.
Can I interject in here too, man? Sure. Because I mean, I can see where the boss lady is driving at, because when any product that you come up with, one of the things is you got to think about, okay, who is the customer, i.e. it's like, who is going to be the one that's going to benefit from this? Who is going to be the one that's going to get use of this? And on top of that, if you are an option, you know what I'm saying, if I buy your product, are you the best option, or is there something else that makes more sense?
There's no other option on this planet.
Would you say there's no other option on this planet?
It's not. We didn't already prove that. And I can tell you how, but I didn't prove that. If I truly didn't have nothing, I wouldn't even be able to show you this.
Right.
At all. So it's obvious it's got to be a customer. Now at the price, I might have to go down on that, and I already knew that.
So this is where I see, because someone like me, you know what I'm saying, that I don't really like fucking with people. I mean, everybody, y'all nice, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm a loner.
Right.
You know, so although it is true, I could maybe get on the phone and set up an arrangement to have somebody come into my home and do this, unlock, handle my dog. But maybe I don't want that. Maybe I'm such a loner that I just want to be able to do everything myself. And That way, now I'm gonna keep it real. 5,000 might be much.
So
That's
it
gonna be
is.
much.
I'm not gonna lie.
But
It
you know
is.
what I'm saying? At the right price, I can see someone like me being like, okay, if I can cut out the middleman and I can just handle this myself, then okay. Especially the doggy door. So now, maybe the cage may be a little bit, as far as the logistics, because if I'm letting them out, it's pretty much, I'm probably letting them out to go piss. And it's like, but wait a minute, you're not going to piss in the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if it was something to where there's a doggy door to where I can hit a button, unlocks the doggy door, so the dog can go in and come back in. Once the dog's back in, now I can lock it so nothing else falls in, no raccoons or whatever.
So one of the things I had to understand was pricing and stuff like that. So yes, I did start high, and I only started high because it was it obviously had to be a customer that was willing to pay that.
Well, I understand that.
Right.
So with that being said, I set it at that price. Now, is that gonna be the final price for this? No. The doggy door is a lot cheaper than the dog cage, and like Ed told me a long time ago, Daniel, you'll probably sell way more doggy doors than you do doggy cages, but at least you'll have something for something to subtract and add for something.
Right. And you will be surprised. There are people that, you know what I'm saying, especially if it seems like it's something that they can have and not everybody else can have. Oh, yeah, people will pay money, you know what I'm saying, just to have that.
Look, bro, we got people riding around here in Teslas. Everybody ain't got those.
Yeah, I know. Ugly Teslas. Yeah.
We got people riding around in cars that everybody ain't got. We got people doing things in the world that everybody ain't doing.
Right.
You see?
No, man, I get it. So, I mean, what I would say is, because again, you know what I'm saying, being a dog lover, you know what I mean, I can definitely see some, especially the doggy door. I can definitely see that, because that's the one drawback. It's like, damn, okay, it's cool. I don't have to get up and take my dog out to shit. But, it's like, damn, if my dog can go out and come in, something else can go out and come in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things to be like, man, that gets me against getting a doggy door. But if I can lock it, and especially if I ain't got to go physically go do it,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I can hit a button and be like, okay, it's locked.
So, like I said,
know what I mean? That would be dope right there.
I did have to compensate for something. So at first it was just a dog cage, and I ain't had nothing else.
Right.
So when Ed brought me the dog door, it was like, oh, I ain't even think of that. And he was like, nah, put this with that. He said, because you got to. He said, because not everybody is going to buy option A, but I guarantee you it'd be more people buy option 2 than option A. But at least you have option A.
I mean, sometimes you got to have more than one product. You got more than one product because something might hit better than the other.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, I mean, I can definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? But I like the idea. I like the idea. I definitely like the idea, especially the doggy door. Man, that doggy door would be like, man, that would probably change lives right there. You know what I'm saying?
Working, man. We
working. But it takes time. You've been doing it for 5 years, right?
Yeah,
to get to this point.
Yeah.
And it takes, sometimes much longer to get it right.
Man, listen, I thought this type of stuff was going to take me 1 or 2 days or 1 or 2 years. I remember that man, when I first met him, he said, Daniel, it's going to take a minute. And I said, well, how long is a minute? And he said, what's wrong building a day?
That's true.
I said, what? Yeah. He said, no, I'm serious. He said, because you truly got something. And I don't want you to mess this up by greed, foolishness, or ignorance.
There you go. And I want to say this too. I mean, not just with being an inventor, coming up with something new for everybody. If you're starting a business, going into business for yourself, just like with us in a podcast, this is our 3rd year. Okay. People don't even realize that. Okay. People think we just popped up.
Congratulations.
This is our 3rd year. Congratulations. Beginning of 2023. You know what I'm saying, is when we start. So we are in our 3rd year. It takes time. Ice Cube, you say this, and I'm probably going to mess it up, so I'm just going to paraphrase. Ice Cube was just like, man, if you're going to go into business and you're going to do something that you really care about, you need to be prepared to spend the next 3 to 5 years working without making any money, pouring all kinds of money into it to get it to pop off. And if you're not ready to do that, don't even start.
Don't do it.
Don't even start. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to say to you, Daniel, you know what I'm saying? especially being an inventor.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Man?
Absolutely.
Keep that shit up.
Thank
And we're
you.
going to go ahead and stay tapped in because I
Okay.
want to see, you know what I'm saying, in the
Thank
next
you.
year, next couple years, or whatever. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? I want to be able to, hey, remember, we had this guy on a podcast,
That's
you know what I'm saying,
right.
back in 2025. Now I see where he's at.
Thank you,
And let
thank
that
you.
be a beacon for everybody because it doesn't always have to be selling drugs,
It
man.
don't,
Like,
it
man,
don't.
you can use your brain, man. You know what I'm saying? The same brain power that you use to do math to find out how to break down a brick. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? Gram to gram.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? You could go
Yes,
ahead
sir.
and you could put that into making something, make an invention and dream. You know what I'm saying?
My grandmother truly told me as a child, Daniel, I've seen you sell drugs and make money. You
Mm-hmm.
can put this stuff into real legit stuff, son.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way I've seen you do this stuff and you can't do this stuff legit. You just gotta find
Got
your
the
niche in
sauce.
it. She
There you
said, there's
go.
just no way. She said, and you know what? I used to be embarrassed by it because it was just like all my cousins and all my other family members was doing good in life, graduating school, doing this, doing that. And I'm sitting next to grandma. I'm sitting next to grandma, granny.
It's not a sprint.
you
It's
know?
life is a marathon.
Like,
not a
for
sprint.
real, and I'm
Yeah.
sitting next to grandma, and grandma looking at me with the disgusted face, like, "Damn, you supposed to be doing this too? Like, what's going on?
Why you
baby?
still in
Like,
my house?
Yeah,
Get up, do something."
So, man, I promise you, and it wasn't until I got older and I realized, I said, grandma was just on me because she seen something so much better than me that I seen it myself. And I'm not taking that from my mother neither, but you have to understand, a parent has to work. Has to. Parent has to work.
That's why it takes a village, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, to raise a child. You know what I'm saying? Mama's out there making the money. Grandma can go ahead and still get you right mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man, I want to go ahead and just clap it up, man. Just clap it up, man. All right. Before we get into some Wolves of Naptown, Daniel, is there anything else, man, that you want to get out there, man? Any stories
You want the people to know about you.
Anything else you're trying to get out there?
Nah, not for the most part. Like I said, if you go to my Instagram or I believe I have a YouTube link on there too. I got a Facebook name, Daniel Stewart. You got questions, Q&As, I do lives, whatever the case may be. You can come see about me. My phone number ain't changed since I was in the 8th grade.
Ooh.
It ain't gonna change. I'm gonna be the same person. Like grandma said, you gonna be the same person with or without the money because you came without the money. So it
There
is
you
what
go.
it is.
Right,
That's what's
right.
up.
There we go, man. Good shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what we want to do, we want to go ahead and if for all those of y'all who watch the Wolves of Naptown, this is probably your favorite part of the show. This is where we get fucking petty. All right.
This is your
the petty
favorite
segment.
part of the
Why you see me look at-
That's what you man do.
When you live in the city of Naptown, man, everybody knows how to get petty. And the crazy thing is, here's how it go, Danny. Because sometimes I'll be like, all right, it's time to get petty. It get hype. And then, all right, man, what you got petty? Man, you know what, man? I'm just so cool, man. I ain't got to get petty. I'm too busy getting this money. 2 minutes later, they done got 5 things and they got to be petty.
No, I can get petty. Listen, my mother used to have a saying. She used to say, "Baby, if you can go low, I can go to hell."
That's the way to put it. You
So-
know what I'm saying?
So,
I'll go lower.
Oh my goodness, that's a new way to put it. So I'm gonna leave the floor open, man, because this is just simple, man.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be, you don't have to take shots at people, or you can just really, do like me. I take a shot at the whole Naptown sometimes.
so
Yeah.
I think
What you got, man?
I love my city first and foremost. Let me say that.
There you go. But we love the city too. It's the people.
Uh-oh.
It's the people. You know what I'm saying? The city's great.
I do. I love my city, and I'm making sure I'm looking at both cameras to let y'all know I love y'all. I'm from the east side of Indianapolis. The people that know me knew me. I grew up here, so people that know me know me. But here's what I'm gonna say. I realize some of y'all be hanging around some of the most goofiest. Some of the most. I don't even understand how y'all can even be around them. And I say to myself, what makes that person accessible to be around all the time?
Hang aroundable.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Hang around the
Yeah, like straight up, because it's like, who are you?
Right.
What is this? Like, I truly don't get it. I get y'all a story. So, a friend in my neighborhood, Matter of fact, I'm gonna say names too.
Uh-oh.
Hey, go
Here
for
we
it.
go. He's tearing you up now.
Because I remember what was said, so I'm definitely gonna say names, and however y'all want to deal with it, we can deal with it. So that's how petty I'm gonna get.
All right, now I want to hear the name.
So the young lady decided to get her car messed up, and she came to me and she said that can I help her get a rental? Now let me say this. I was not having no relationships with that young lady. I wasn't dealing with that young lady. I just wanted to help her as a friend. That's it. Because sometimes, like my grandmother used to say, you need to be a friend. You can't be nasty to everybody. You gotta have some friends. So, the young lady didn't even have money to get the rental car, but the rental deposit was like $30. Cool. I was just like, cool. I just make sure you pay me back, you feel me, and you make sure you don't go out of town in the rental. So I got a CDL at the time. I'm driving a school bus. But at the time I didn't realize that, if somebody's driving in the car and it's in your name, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I'm not realizing that it's gonna be held on me.
Yeah, actually.
I am not realizing that.
Yes.
So one day, they doing their little thing, whatever the case may be. I remember my mother said something to me. She said, Daniel, where that car at? I said, I let them take the car, you feel me, and do their little thing, whatever. She said, what? I said, what? And she said, you let them do who? I said, I let them take the car to go do. She said, oh, no. She said, She said, that car is in your name. She said, so you need to call them and let them know, you feel me, come on back. She said, because if anything happened in that car, you going to be responsible. You, not them. Yeah, she driving it. Yeah, it's cool. But no, if she get wrecked in that car, they gonna come in after you.
As a former auto adjuster, yes, that is true.
And I'm not knowing that. I'm not knowing that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like I want to help my friends, and try to do the right thing. So once that pressure was put on me, it was just like, we gonna fix this. So I texted the person. I told the person, and I said, listen, you need to bring me back the car. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Because, whatever the case may be. The person texted me back and said, we getting ready to go out of town in the car. We getting ready to do our own thing. Woo, 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 woo.
I just told you.
I was like, dude, you said not to go out of town.
Listen. So you ever seen the text message? You look down at the phone, you got to look away from it just to make sure that's what it said?
It's like, nah, I can't be.
It can't be. So I double take the phone because I'm just like in my head, like, like, what's going on? Like, it can't be this. This can't be what this come about from this. It can't be. So I text him again and say the same thing. I say, listen, I can't go out of town in the car because you feel me, something bad happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be responsible.
Right. Mm-hmm.
This what the text message said back. Fuck you.
What? What, man?
Yeah. So I was shocked. I was appalled. I feel like I've been hoodwinked, if people know what that means. I do. I truly do, because I got to thinking of myself, what is this? Like, how do you help somebody, and this is what it comes to at the end. Like, what's going on? Like, what?
You didn't have to put no hands on her, did you?
No, so I even got one better. I even got one better for you. So I'm upset. I'm really upset because I'm like, what's really going on? Like, this is what a motherfucker should have just texted me back and said, okay, we bringing back the car. Like, how did I get this from that? Like, I didn't say I'm going to pull up with guns. What's going on? So I remember I tell my mother said, call the police.
I know that's right. I was thinking, I guess we about to report this stolen.
Call the police.
Shit.
I say, what? She said, Daniel, let me tell you something. You don't hang in the hood no more, baby. You got real business stuff going on in your life. If that car gets in a wreck or anything, they coming after you. You won't have no CDL. You won't have no license. I understand you try to help your friend. I understand all that. That's cool.
Who's no longer a friend after she tells me fuck you.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, that's a
exactly.
Wrap.
So once I told mama that, mama just said, well, it's time for you to do your business. Cause I'm not playing. No, we're not gonna play these games. No, because she said, how do you help out a person, and this is what you get from helping them out. Mm-hmm. So I had a dilemma because I never called the police on nobody. I ain't never in my life called the police on nobody.
Right.
I've never, and I just kept.
I'll say it's like, yeah, man, I didn't call motherfucker.
I'm serious. I ain't never called the police on nobody, but I've had the police called on me a couple times. So I've never been in that situation, but I know what that situation feel like. But I kept thinking to myself, I said, man, you know what? Man, I don't want this goofy motherfucker to fuck the car up and then I gotta pay for, like, I don't want none of anything bad. Everything bad could happen was going through my brain. Like, I swear to God. And I just kept saying to myself, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna call the police. So I did call the police. And let me tell you how this played out.
I want to hear this.
So I called the police. I didn't understand that you had to get a police report when you do these things. I'm not knowing about none of this. So, you know, the police come, whoop-de-woo. They take the whatever plate, all that. And they find out that it's a rental too. So they can actually see. I didn't know that the police got this little thing in they computer where they can literally pull you up from light to light and just catch you from light to light. And I've never seen nothing like that.
That's dope.
So they pulled up the license plate, and wherever they was driving, it been just taking pictures of them from light to light to light to light to light to basically show them exactly where they at. And plus, it was a rental car anyway. So once they put the license plate in the whatever system they had, they was just GPSing and just waiting. So let me tell you how dumb people are. And I can say this: y'all dumb. Y'all dumb. So I text the girl and I say, "Hey man, listen. If I was you, I would return the car because I don't want you to get in trouble. Like I didn't already called the police. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Fuck you." You
Again.
weird nigga. I said, okay.
Weird.
Yeah, okay. All
Damn.
right. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, shit, bitch, whatever happens, you just, hey, you honey, you going to jail.
You even tried to alert him, like, look, man.
I
call the police.
because I truly didn't want nothing bad to happen to nobody, but I understood, like my mother said, once the line was crossed, it was crossed because you did something for somebody. Didn't nobody do nothing for you. You ain't even messing with the girl like that. So once somebody do something like that, all bets are off, baby. It's over. Let them die. However they wanted to ride with that
man.
FU, baby, is however they need to ride all the way. So,
Officer Johnny, go ahead, get him. Fucking.
So here's the bad part. Here's the bad part. So a gentleman, she goes to go. She I guess blows me off or whatever the case may be. She goes to pick up a gentleman in my neighborhood. The gentleman in my neighborhood gets caught with her in the car. They both get locked up. Would y'all believe me if I told y'all they tried to call me a snitch because of that?
Snitching culture, man. They on some bullshit.
I don't even agree with that.
Just because you took care of your business, right? Because you told them not to go out of town. And these motherfuckers are, we getting ready to go out of town. What the fuck,
Don't forget the heavy FU.
The multiple FUs. I'm just like, shit. Talking about snitching, man. Shit.
Tried to call me
I
a
wish
snitch.
I could have snitched sooner.
I swear to God.
Shit.
Matter of fact, I was at a house, and I never forget it. This girl came to this house, and she was like, Dino, I heard something about you. I'm like, what? I'm like, what you mean you heard something about me? I said, I don't like that. I said, matter of fact, tell me what you heard. She was like, I heard you snitched on such and such. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, hold on. So y'all don't consider the fact that the motherfucker said, fuck me, I'm weird and all this other shit. And I told the motherfucker to their face and texted them, hey, if I was you, I'd get up out that damn car because it is reported stolen.
Tell them to pay the bill.
You know?
Right, for real.
So the car ended up getting reported stolen. They ended up getting locked up, and supposedly I was the snitch. But here's how life worked. So later down the line, I had another car. It had a blown head gasket. I decided to take the car to the liquor store real quick to go get me some liquor. This is how dumb people are. So there across the street, one of my OGs had just passed away, and everybody is at School 69, the school that just got tore down. Because I remember
School 69.
Yeah, I went to that school too. It just got tore down. They all at School 69. So apparently they see that I'm at the liquor store, and Jade, your sister, and whoever else, because we seen y'all on video. Like I don't even know why people lie when you have VTO. VTO. So why do you lie? But anyways, I goes into the liquor store. They come across the street and take my keys out of my car and put them in our purse. So I come back out. My keys ain't in the car, but they don't know that the car got a blown head gasket. So I'm looking at everybody. It's probably about 15 people, probably 20 people. I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, man, what's going on? What y'all on? So they're like, we don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. Woo. So I'm like, man, listen. I know for a fact that girl took my keys out of my car. I said, man, we already seen them on video. Like, I don't even like playing these type of games. I said, because at this point, these are grown people games. And one thing I realized, when people ain't grown, they like to do this to you in the courtroom. He did it. Him. Yeah, that was him. He did it. Him. That person right there. And see, I know none of y'all are that gangster enough to, want to take it that far. So here's what happened. I leave the gas station. I leave the liquor store because I'm just like, all right, well, we gonna see what they gonna do. So they take the car from the liquor store. The lady called me in the liquor store and said they jumped in your car and just took off it. And I said, well, baby, it got a blown head gasket anyway. They ain't getting too far in that motherfucker. I'll go up the block and that's it. I said, that is it. As a matter of fact, I was getting ready to sell it to the junkyard tomorrow for $560. So, I mean, yeah, they took it, but I guarantee you I get it back. So, here's how stupid people can be. They decide to put all their little trashy belongings in my car and take the car down to a girl house. Now, I'm going to tell you how God works. Now, they don't know that at some point in time, before they even got with this girl or knew this girl, I was messing with the girl. They don't know this.
Okay.
So when the girl sees the car outside, the girl texts my phone and say, I think I see your car outside, and I think some people brought your... Daniel, where you at? I'm like, I'm at the crib. They stole my car from the liquor store. She like, yeah, it's them in your car. They in your car. So they not knowing that she telling me all this while they walking up to the door, telling her, don't tell nobody, call who this is, whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-wop, whoop, trying to play the game. But she done already told me. So now I'm at the crib and I tell my mom, I'm like, listen, don't even worry about it. I know where it's at. I'm like, how you know where it's at? I'm like, just trust, I know where it's at. I said, if it's there in the morning and somebody in it, we gonna get it. So, when I called the police and I had to report the car stolen, I had to, you feel me? So I did that. Of course, the police found the car and all that stuff is in the car. Now the police got the car. Now, after the police get the car, I go down to the impound to go check the car, whatever the case may be. Would y'all believe me? All their stuff is still in the car. And would y'all believe me? They done tried to threaten the girl and tell the girl that they gonna beat her up because she done told me that my stolen ass car is down at her house.
Damn. Damn.
That's our people, though, ain't
That's
it?
how people, yeah.
Like, and the girl texting me talking about some, they talking about they gonna beat me up. I said, for what? And she said, because they calling me a snitch. I said, baby, how are you snitching on something that they did wrong? It's mine. It's not theirs. Right. They stole it. I said, but
people with this snitching culture, man. I swear, man.
That's what the whole petty is right here.
You see what I'm saying?
Snitch culture. Let's talk about it.
I couldn't believe. Man, listen. So
if you do something wrong to me, man, I'm finna to wherever the fuck you call snitching, whatever. I'm finna to do whatever it takes to get my shit.
Listen,
you can call me what you want to call me.
You can call me what you want, because I'm telling you, I'm on time with it.
There you go.
Now that I'm in business and I got stuff going on, I will call the police on your ass in a minute. I will. I used to didn't be like that, but here's one thing I had to understand. Daniel, you like peace. Peace and happiness. Matter of fact, don't they have a song that say that? Peace and happiness.
Love and happiness.
Love and happiness.
Excuse me.
That's
cool. I want that too. I want that too.
Love
I want
peace,
that too.
Yeah, there you go.
I want that too. But I realized something. The level of pettiness of people in my own city is ridiculous.
That's true.
It's ridiculous. And I really got called a snitch for what? somebody stealing my own stuff? And then you deciding as a grown man to get in a stolen car and somebody not telling you. That's on you.
Let me tell y'all something too, man. I mean, y'all go over here talking about people snitching. You know what I mean? That person that doesn't snitch, they're probably going to do something else.
Come on.
They're probably going to do something else, man.
And I had a couple of choices. Let me say this. I'm looking at both cameras. I'm a legal gun owner.
I was getting ready to go there.
Legal. Not illegal. Legal. Like, I remember my mother told me a situation. She said, son, she said, if you get into it with somebody, just make sure after you shoot them, you make sure you stay. Because you have to talk to the police.
Wow. Good advice, mama.
Yeah.
You have to.
Sound good.
So listen, I have no problem doing that. I don't have no problem telling the police what's going on. I have no problem telling the police what happened either, because like my mother said, Daniel, the only way you're not going to go to jail is if you sit and talk. Now that person might die. That person might have to go through what they go through, but you better not go nowhere.
There you go.
That's what's
there
happening.
You go.
Good advice, mama.
Let's go ahead. Let's wrap up the petty segment on this. That's a good one. I don't even want to step on that. I don't even want to step on that, man. That was a good one, man. All right, man. We got one order of business here. As you can see, our cup here, man. I don't know. Wolf's the name changes. Yeah, I know. The Wolf's Goblin. But in here, we have our famous scenario questions, or what would we do questions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We have to, every guest, man, we want to make sure we get one of these questions in. So by all means, go ahead. Let's see what Destiny has for us.
Okay.
Go for it.
Your best friend confesses feelings for you while you're in a relationship. Do you tell your partner to distance yourself or explore the feeling?
All right. Let me go ahead again. I like that. Now, you read that great. I'm still going to read it again. But he read that great. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I got to see, she... Listen to some of the episodes. But I like this one. Okay, man. So, your best friend confesses feelings for you while you're in a relationship. Do you tell your partner, distance yourself, or explore the feelings? Now, it all depends on what type of person you are, man. So, who wants to go first, man?
So, I'll go first.
Go for it, man.
So, I grew up with an actual best friend.
Okay.
So, at some point in time, we had feelings for each other. At some point in time, something could have happened. Here's what I can say. A woman is way more mature than a man.
Okay, I can rock with that. Yeah.
Let me say this. Because what I wanted to do and what my best friend told me was two different things. Now, of course, I wanted to act that on the action. My best friend looked me dead in the face and she said, Daniel, she said, I love you. And I want us to continue to be best friends. She said, but if we do this, we won't be, because it'll mess up our best friend relationship.
Okay.
So you not acting on it.
So for you,
yes,
you wouldn't act on it.
No.
Okay. All right. Let me ask now, if you were in a relationship and your best friend came out to you, would you tell your partner that, hey man, our best friend's trying to get
a lot of the girlfriends I used to date used to think me and my best friend loved each other and wanted to date each other on the low. So I used to have like one of the girls I dated tried to fight my best friend because she thought that me and the best friend was doing stuff on the low. Damn. And I had to, like, that's my best. I've been knowing this girl since I was a child. She's never done nothing like this in her life. And I've had to break up with certain people because one thing I had to realize as a kid, my grandmother used to say, Daniel, your friend's gonna ride for you. The fake one's gonna divide from you.
Damn. Man.
What would you do, Wes?
What would I do? Let me ask. I want to read this again, man. Because this is crazy, man. Now, look, man. Some of y'all, man, some of my female best friends, man. Hey, man, I better not hear this shit when I get on the phone with you again. You know what I'm saying? Remember what I'm saying?
Tell it. Tell it, best friends.
Man. All right. So I'll put it to you like this, man. If I'm not in a relationship, shit, man, it's going down, man.
you in a relationship, though.
But okay, so if I'm in a relationship, all right. So the one thing is I'm not going to explore the feelings while I'm in a relationship. I am a faithful guy. As they say, black men don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I necessarily see she rolling her eyes.
See, right.
This black man does not cheat. You know what I'm saying? It's man, there's too much work into cheating.
It is, man.
Y'all not smart enough.
All right, cool.
It is a lot of work in the cheating. It is, man. It is.
Cool.
But I can't say if a woman cheat on you, boy, you be broken hearted. Like, boy, it hurt like a dog you got to put down.
There you go.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go. But let me tell you something too. Oh yeah, man, we take getting cheated on much harder.
Yeah.
Man, y'all motherfuckers. Women, shit, whatever. A woman can be sitting up there like, oh, I got cheated on, man, and then the next day, man, she's auditioning the next dude.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You can call it what you want.
Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
Last time I got cheated on, man, I literally lost like 15 pounds. Like I didn't eat for like 7 days, man.
You know this girl I used to like in school. I swear to God, I used to think this girl. Well, apparently she didn't like me, but I used to think this girl liked me so tough. One day I wrote her a letter. Let me tell y'all what she did. She waited till we had gym class and stood up in front of the whole gym and read the whole letter. When I say I was
my girl.
What's your girl?
Listen, when she stood up and she pulled that letter out her pocket, I got to thinking to myself. I said, I know she not finna.
Yes,
she read it in front of the whole gym, and I'm just sitting there thinking to myself. And my buddy was sitting behind me. My buddy said, "Cuz, I know you heard. I know you heard." And I was, and I even said something to her because we was walking around. You know how sometimes you gotta walk around the gym.
Yeah.
I said, I walked past her. I said, "Why would you do something like that?" And she said, "Cause I don't like you like that, and I don't think you understand that."
So wow. So she wanted to make sure that it was perfectly clear that this was
I
not
was broken hearted. Jesus,
That
I was
you
so
don't
hard.
like her now.
No. Matter of fact, her name Joanna.
Joanna.
There you go, Joanna. I bet
fact.
you're about 250 right now. I bet you.
Nah, but she got about 3 kids. I know that.
She got 3 kids.
No, Joanna.
Oh shit! Oh my goodness, man, that is
Gone,
wild,
Mr. Black Man don't cheat. What you talking about?
Man, so I mean, like I said, if I'm in a relationship, not exploring the feelings, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not distancing myself either.
Okay.
I mean, because we're best friends. So I feel like if we're best friends, we should have the ability to be able to discuss this, you know what I'm saying,
I
adults.
had to learn that because at first I wanted to distance my best friend, but my best friend came to me and said, Daniel, the same way I rode for you, you've got to ride for me as a best friend. Same way.
I can feel that. You know, as long as it ain't being disrespectful to whatever you got going on.
Right. And what she meant was the same way she's told her boyfriends that she has a best friend and he's a male is the same way I need to tell females I have a girlfriend, I have a best friend, and she's a female.
Man, I
Same way.
swear that conversation comes up very quickly for me. Like within the first 2 or 3 phone conversations, I let them know right up front. Yo, I do have, you know, what I'm saying, some friends that are really close. They are female. You're gonna hear their names. You know, they're gonna be times where you're calling me and I've got to get off the phone with her. But I'm gonna let you know what it is right now. So it's not later we into it and you think I'm cheating on you. It's like no, I'm letting you know who they are right now.
But that's the difference because y'all don't do that up front. Y'all be on that bull.
So one thing I had to realize. Shout out to John Stewart,
John
Grandpa.
Stewart. Okay,
Grandpa.
All right.
So he once told me when I was a teenager. He said, Daniel, instead of lying to women, why don't you just be honest? And I looked at him and I said, why? And he said, listen, women only have 2 choices, young man. Stay or leave. That's it. But you'll get a lot further in life if you just be honest with them.
I think that's just really true with any type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? Any type of friendship. You know what I'm saying? Lead with the honesty. You know what I'm saying? Because once you find out that you're lying, man, your credibility goes down.
But like she said, we never do. She said, we never do.
Boss lady, since we never do, well, what about you? All right, man. Your best friend says, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, they trying to get it in. They trying to get it in. What are you gonna do? You gonna tell
you really gotta ask.
You gonna tell your husband? You gonna do something yourself? Or you go? I mean, we have a show.
I'm just saying.
I mean, we need to.
You know, I am not exploring that. I am not fooling with this clown.
I know. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
That
crazy.
ain't
You're
you.
in a friend spot for a reason, and we love the friend zone with y'all. So anybody crossing that shit, shut up. Like, no.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think we covered it on one of the other
I'm a
shows.
friend show
Easy.
smasher.
Say that one more time.
I know I fucked that up, man. So I am a friend zone smasher.
Okay,
There
you
go.
okay.
You
Friend
say that, but
zone
you're
smasher.
okay. That's what he says, y'all. I'm just saying.
Hey, man, I'm not gonna put your names out there, but yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Did you mean to say you done smashed some of the friends?
I mean, it can mean that. It can mean that. It can mean that. Hey, it can mean that, man. We finna break through that friend zone, and I will sometimes if the feelings are strong enough, I'll sacrifice the friendship. It's like, hey, man, because and we can wrap the show after this, man. This is like. At the end of the day, if my feelings are that strong, then it's probably this is how I view you.
That's true. That's true. That's very true.
And I need you to know how I view you so you can understand maybe some of the things that I'm doing for this person. You know what I'm saying? This is why it seems like I'm just the best friend in the world. It's like, girl, because I'm trying to move to the next level.
Okay.
So that's why I'm really treating you like that.
So one of the things I had to realize with women. They can like you, and then they can like the things you do for them.
That's true.
You have to understand the difference.
And I had to learn that too. Yeah. And so that's why I'm having those conversations more, because if it's like, hey, I like, they probably won't never say that to you, but they'll be like,
course.
I kind of like how things are, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah,
they getting everything and they ain't doing it.
Listen, right. You'll never hear a woman, my mother used to say, you'll never hear a woman just flat out say, give me the money.
Yeah.
Never. She'll just get it from you in plenty of different ways.
Right. But I appreciate when we had that clarification conversation, and then it'd be like, you know what, I just like it being friends. So then in my head, cool. If I decided that I'm done and I'm not trying to smash the friend zone, all right, then I look at what I'm doing. It's like, okay, if we're friends, then I need to come back to being friends. So all this little extra stuff I was doing, we're going to pull back on that. But you're still going to be good because I'm still a good friend. I still got you from a friendship level, but you're finally going to see what friendship level actually is.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? And then if you want to leave after that, then that's good too, because clearly you were just here for the benefits, and maybe you just really weren't that great of a friend.
Well, maybe
anyway.
she wants to leave because it's now awkward as hell because you're being weird.
Well, I mean, it was weird for me not saying anything. So
but
now we put it out there.
But saying something, y'all called yourself friends. You saying something, now I know that you want more than friendship, but I still just want to be friends.
It's only going to be weird if she was on that timing of taking advantage of
from beginning.
You know what I'm saying?
But wasn't that how it was in the beginning?
No, because 9 times. Let me say this.
Did y'all start off with friends, or what was this?
I can say this from experience. I've done my quite bit of work in my friend zone, but here's what I've had to learn. It's levels to friendships.
Yeah, that's true.
You one friend, you can get this or do this with them. You can't do that with the other friend. And I had to learn that the hard way. And sometimes learning that the hard way, you'll be friendless.
You'll lose some. Some people make the decision to go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I learned it the hard way, I said to myself, Daniel, you really got to pick and choose the people you keep around you, because you don't want to go through stuff like that when you really care about a person.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You know what? I don't even want to step on that, man. I want to go ahead and leave it right there.
Sound good.
We're going to leave it right there. We're going to go ahead and clap it up, man. We had a great conversation today, man.
Thank you.
We had a really great conversation, man. Laughing, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of serious. I love it when we can enjoy ourselves, we can laugh, and we can have serious conversation.
Most definitely.
All in the same episode.
Most definitely.
I definitely love that, man. So we're going to be at the end of the show. Daniel, I want you one more time to go ahead and tell the people, the Wolves of Naptown, where they can find you, where they can support you, your projects, everything.
So everybody can, on Facebook, my name is Daniel Stewart. On Facebook, again, it's Daniel Stewart. On Instagram, it's Big Dino 317. Excuse me. It's Big Dino _317, because I've seen other Facebooks that have the exact same thing. We are not the same. We're not. I do have a YouTube linked into my Instagram. We don't have a website for the clothes yet, but we're working on that. We're truly working on that. I didn't think this thing was going to take off, but I found a niche for it. So we're definitely working on the website as I can speak. But anyways, Facebook is Daniel Stewart. Instagram is Big Dino _317.
Okay.
All right, man. I'm going to clap it up, man. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you.
I'm going to bring it over to the boss lady. Where can we find you at, boss lady?
You know where to find me.
Tell them.
You can check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube under Madam.Bosslady.
All right,
Let's
there you go. All right, and I am the one, King Petty himself.
King Petty himself.
Starship West. You can Google me, but if you don't want to Google me, you can find me Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and on X/Twitter under Starship West.
You got to teach me how to get. How can somebody Google you? How do they do that now?
All right, man. You just go into the search bar and you put your name in
That's
there.
it.
You
Boom.
just put the name in there. And Google.
I gotta look mine up.
You know, and speaking on that, you can also Google the Wolves of Naptown podcast. My thing is going off here, man. What the hell's going down?
You're a busy man.
Hey, somebody else will try to set up that interview.
Time
See,
to go.
we'll get to you. Man. You see, man. That's why, man. That's why we got Daniel coming in first, man. See, that's why we're gonna remember who came to us first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because as we go up, the price is just gonna go up.
Oh, wow.
They get ready to get hot, man.
But with that being said, Wolves of Naptown podcast. Find us on IG. Find us on Facebook. Go to YouTube. We're on YouTube. Wolves of Naptown podcast
Instagram,
on
X,
YouTube.
let's get it.
There you
Thank
go.
y'all for having
Run
me
those
this evening.
numbers up,
Thank y'all,
man. Thank you for coming in, Daniel.
Appreciate you.
There you go, man. If there isn't anything else, man, Naptown, I want you to be safe out there. I want you to stop being jerks, man. It's not snitching if you got to protect yourself, your family, or your property.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that bullshit. And all you young YNs out there, man, stop worrying about snitching and start worrying about getting that bag the legal way.
And cancel culture.
Come on,
There
man.
you go. All of that above. Until next time, Naptown, we will see you later. I'm going to leave you alone today. I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to hit you with and that'll be just it. There you go. All right. Let me go ahead and fade that out here, man. It's a good one, man.